What's going on, good people? Nigel Maestro here from Musician Lives Matter. Listen, so glad y'all are here. Come on in the building. We got a special guest, special treat for y'all today. This is one of my favorite guests that I'm going to have on the show. I mean, all of them my favorite, but this guy, I call him the gospel Steve Jobs. He is a father, a husband. He's an entrepreneur in the tech realm. Um, awesome, awesome musician, great guy in general, all around. He's making great strides in the community, in the musician community. He's helping a lot of musicians, pastors, churches, just bands. Even if you're none of those, you're just a striving musician and you just want to get better at your craft. He's helping everybody. So, without further ado, the man himself, like I said, the I call him the gospel Steve Jobs, is Carlton Whitfield, aka C-Dub, is in the building. What's
What's
going
up?
on, my man?
What's up, man? This gospel Steve Jobs is taking.
Hey, I coined that.
Oh
I
my gosh.
coined that, man. I coined that.
Well, no, no. I'm glad to be here, man. Glad to be
Yeah,
here.
man. Good to have you. Good to have you. No. Sorry, I got my kids screaming at me.
Man, I understand. My door is closed and locked over here
Mine is too, but
because they will
that don't
sneak in here.
that won't stop them.
All right.
Still banging. Hey, so just introduce yourself. Tell us about you and what you do and everything.
Oh man, what's up, man? My name is Carlton Whitfield. I go by C-Dub, and man, I'm a musician. Been playing since I was young. I don't know when I started. Maybe I think 5 years old or something like that. And it just kind of escalated from playing to producing, to, writing songs, to all the way to now building apps and really concentrating on meeting the needs of churches that don't have musicians, and creating music and software for those churches and bringing us all to where technology is. For a while we've all been behind in technology, the black church, and so I'm just trying to, I'm doing my job, and my goal is to bring us up to and have the latest tech for our church and our worship services and just everything that has to do with building up the kingdom. So that's me. That's me, man. I'm just me, country boy.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, I love it, man. Representing. Well, even though you're not from here, you still representing your dirty South.
Yeah, man.
ATL.
Texas still dirty south,
Well, yeah.
ain't it? I think. Well, I don't know. We
I
said it was there. I don't know. I don't
That's
know.
funny. It's below the Mason Dixon line or
Yeah, so I
whatever.
don't know.
Yeah, man. So man, like I was asking you earlier, I was like, what's the website or whatever, and like you got your hands kind of in different things, so you just really it's the C-Dub brand.
The C-Dub brand. That's what it is.
So that way, you kind of got the same vision as me. Basically, the C-Dub brand is like Disney at the top, and then you got your different tiers, below that has a different. So, I mean, I'll let you just kind of go down the list. What you want to share with us. First, whether it's Loops by C-Dub. Before we get that, let's clear this up. Is it whoop triggers or hoop triggers or hoop triggers?
I
What's
know it looks like whoop, and I hear people say it all the time. I don't mess with them because I mean I can't get mad. It's the way it's spelled. But the name of the app comes from hooping in the church, and I was kind of trying to decide how I wanted to spell that. Because
right?
if I did just put HOOP, then everybody think it was a basketball app, and I was like, nah, that ain't gonna work. So I just said, hey, we're gonna do WH, and we're just gonna let people call it and say it how they want to, but it's hoop trigger stuff.
All right,
Hoop
y'all.
trigger.
It's hoop triggers. It's hoop triggers.
Yeah.
So before we get in, before you go into that and everything, so I see everybody putting their cash app down. Y'all ain't even y'all ain't comment, say y'all like us, give us a thumbs up, something. Y'all jumping in with the cash apps. No, I don't blame you. So look, we're gonna tell y'all how to win though. So We got Cash App giveaway. I'm also giving away a hat and a shirt. So you got three chances to win. So, but the only way y'all can win, either one of them is you have to share this video. You have to follow both Musician Lives Matter and C-Dub brand on any one of his pages or all of them on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
And then so we're gonna go through and look, and also you have to leave your Cash App. And so after this live's over, we're gonna check and see who did all those things, and we're gonna pick three lucky members, lucky people that did it, and one person to get a hat, one person to get a shirt, and one person will get $50 in their Cash App. So
Yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah, so y'all share this, like both of our pages, and on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll pick our winners. So yeah, C-Dub, go down the list, man. What you got for us first?
Cool, cool. So I'm gonna start with the first app that I released, and a lot of people don't even know it really because I don't even think people even started knowing me for apps until Hoop Triggers came out. So most people think that was the first one that I did, which is not. The very first app that I did was Loops by C-Dub. And so if you're a musician and you're playing in church and you want to add an extra element, we all use drum loops now, right?
Right.
And so back when I first started, it was kind of new to we were using them, but everybody wasn't using them. Now it seems like you just can't play a song without, starting a track, right?
Yeah.
So what I did was I created an app that has loops to every song you can think of that we do in church all the time. And so you don't have to create the loop. I know a lot of y'all will stand up late on Saturday night after coming home from a gig and trying to, I forgot to make the loops for Sunday, And so you don't have to do that anymore. Right here on the app, you can literally download the loop that you need. It's a full list of loop. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. It's a lot of them on there, y'all. And basically, when you find the loop that you want, you just cue it up, and like I just played,
Yeah.
you just play it, and you play along with it, right? And so it just keeps playing forever, right? So that's for the song anthem, hallelujah.
Yeah.
You're just playing with it. Now,
Uh-huh.
some people don't know that there's a switch right here that says loop 2. So if for some reason you don't have, let me bring it up closer. Y'all see that? For some reason you don't have a drummer, you can just tap this, and then now you got a actual real drums playing. Now, I know some of y'all are thinking, I never need that. We got a drummer.
Man.
Check this out though. One time at my church, I was playing at Bishop Paul S. Morton. It was Bible study, and our drummer Ed had a flat tire on the way to church, and he didn't he wasn't gonna make it in time. He let us know, like, I'm not gonna make it. I started. We were doing. I think it was Chasing After You or something, and I just started the loop and played the drums with it. Didn't miss nothing because the loop 2 basically plays the most common drum groove of that song. So no matter where you are, it's gonna sound generically right, basically. So
Right.
Loops by C-Dub is on the App Stores, on the Android, Google Play Store. You can download it today. You can try it out. We have some free loops on there. And then I also have my video tutorials that I do for piano, organ,
Right.
all this stuff on here as well. Even some band tutorials.
Right.
And it's all for a subscription, $19.99 a month. You get unlimited access to all of this stuff, and
Right.
it keeps growing. We have over, I don't know, it's well over 1,000 loops on here already.
Oh,
and
wow.
it just keeps growing. We add every week. And yeah, Loops by
So
C-Dub.
question. So with the app, even though it's subscription, is there a like offline mode that they don't have to be online, or does it, or every time they subscribe, like the app is unlocked in the code for 30 days, or how does that work?
So with this subscription, after 30 days, well, if you unsubscribe from it, it's just like Netflix. You're not gonna get to watch the movies, right? You're not gonna
Right.
get to
Well, I'm
use the
guessing
content.
do you have to be online for it to
No,
work?
you do not. So you can be offline. I mean, I wouldn't do that to y'all because look.
Right.
I
I mean,
had
we
my
ain't got
brother-
Wi-Fi everywhere,
Right.
you know.
I had my brother FaceTime me one time while I was playing at church. I was like, y'all, you got to put it on airplane mode. So yeah, So yeah, you can run this in airplane mode, so nobody's gonna call you, nobody's gonna text you, and it's just gonna play flawlessly. There's a lot of
Right.
different features in this too. You got tap tempo, all the good stuff that we need for church, and just yeah, it's a no brainer. If you run drum loops, I know you're tired of making them, so you might as well just download
Man,
the app.
that's
Loops by
good.
c-dubb. Yep.
Loops by c-dubb. Yeah, man, y'all do it. Y'all heard Loops by c-dubb. Go download it now on Apple Apple Store, Google
Yes, sir.
Play, everything, man. And for y'all, Android users, we yet praying for y'all.
Well,
Um,
prayer changes things.
brand change things, man. All right, so that's brand one down. What's
All
what's
right.
uh what's brand number two
All
for?
right, so when we go down the line, the next thing that was released was actually Hoop Triggers, and then Hoop Triggers Plus. But I'm going to show you the Plus version today because it's the same thing as Hoop Triggers, just with a whole lot more stuff. So this one came from, believe it or not, I came up with this idea in 1998. I know people don't believe me when I tell them, and every time I say it, they're like, "Nah, you lying." No, for real. You can ask my brother, you can ask my dad.
Yeah.
I created this type of scenario on my keyboard where I pressed one button and it played preaching chords with a drummer. And I told my brother in church one Sunday, I like, don't even worry about it. I got it.
That's finna
Just
be
watch.
yeah. What?
And so I did it and I played it. We were just laughing about it back then. But when it actually came time for me to leave my dad's church, not too long ago, it seemed like not too long ago, he still didn't have any musicians at his church. So I started creating stuff. I started sending them tracks. I started sending them the loops out to run
Right.
loops and stuff like that. But he would always ask me, what do I do when I'm preaching, right? And
Right.
so I actually created, a lot of people don't know, I actually created hoop triggers as a contact instrument. So if you're familiar with music production,
Yeah.
Native Instruments Contact, that's what it was
Yeah.
initially.
That's where I first saw it. Me and Warren, we was like,
Yeah,
yo.
you could literally play behind a preacher with like this kind of keyboard.
Yeah.
But I knew where stuff
Sean
was
say he
moving.
be at the house with it, man.
I knew where technology was kind of going, and I was like, if we're gonna do this, we might as well go mobile because it's in your hand, y'all. So
Right.
basically, I created this app for my dad first, so that he could use it, and it worked well for him, and so I decided to release it to the world. But basically, you just tap a button and you get preaching chords, just like as if somebody was sitting at the organ or the drums. And the Lord said, I'm not no preacher, but I can tap a button over and over again. It's just that simple. Say yeah.
Yeah.
So you see how
Oh
easy
my
it
Lord. Yes, sir.
is. Right. So every time I'm tapping it, it's giving me something a little different, right? If I hit the special, it really goes in, y'all. Like, I wish I had somebody that would stand up. Well, actually, you can sit down, but I just wish I had somebody. All that stuff, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Y'all. Now, you know what happens after that.
Woo!
Usually it's going to be a shout. So what you would do,
Yeah,
you
that
would
click
literally
that
just
that
slap-
one that 150 start, ain't it?
right? You would just
And-
slide to the right, and you have a shout right there. Like, it's
I'm finna flip this desk over, man.
Oh, we'll take you in. All right. Y'all get that on Sunday.
Take us out.
But yeah. But
Yes,
now
sir.
what you just saw was literally one collection. So this is the difference between Hoop Triggers and Hoop Triggers Plus. Hoop Triggers, you're gonna get like 4 collections of music. You'll get something for altar call. You'll get something for preaching, and I think it's 2 things for altar call, 2 for preaching, right? But this, like, we started this Hoop Triggers Plus in June of last year, June of 2019. We started with 11 collections. It is July 2020, and we have added over 30. Like, we have
Oh man.
45 or something like that collections on here right now
Yeah.
of different music, and everything does something different. We have everything from congregational songs to shout music to altar call to praise and worship.
Yeah.
Everything you can think of, y'all. We put it on here. Even got some quartet stuff on here for people that
Oh,
like to
hit
kind of
Hit the
do that.
quartet.
You know what I'm saying? And so this stuff will just keep looping. And I just want to say, okay, let's go to the next pad.
Is there anybody in here now? Anybody love the
Oh,
Lord?
let's take it there then.
Somebody clap your hand. Come on and lift your hand. Is there anybody love the Lord? Anybody love the Lord? Yes, sir. A good call. Somebody lift your hands and get along call to play.
Now let me tell you what else you can do. You know how we do it quartet, right?
Ooh, shh, shh, yeah. Yeah, they say shh, shh.
Right.
I remember when
Right.
I was in my lowest place. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can do a lot with this stuff, y'all. And we have some crazy features. Let me just show you this one feature real quick and show you, like, I could have just showed you with that collection. Matter of fact, I am. So if I'm playing this, you know how you want to change the key, right?
Right.
Now you can change the key, you can change the tempo, all that good stuff. But you can actually change the key in time by tapping it. See how it changed in time?
Yes, sir.
Back down, all in time. Yeah.
Man,
We put some stuff on here for y'all. But I got to show you this one more thing on this one.
that is crazy, man.
Y'all, we went in.
Oh,
Now,
my God.
we showed you how you can play behind a preacher, right?
Yeah.
But let me show you how you can actually play behind a singer.
Oh, bro, I saw this update. and I was like,
So check it out.
just when I thought this man couldn't get more
Hey,
genius, and then
man.
he gospel Steve Jobs. I'm telling you, just when you think Apple done it all,
Oh, my
then
gosh.
they come. That's you, man. I'm telling you, bro. Hey,
Check it,
that's
man.
my copyright. Y'all don't steal that. Oh yeah.
So this is I Need Thee, right? You know what? I don't want to do that key. No, I'll just keep back. All right. So if somebody's singing,
Yes,
it'll be
sir.
real low. Now you see how it stopped?
I need.
Look at that.
Oh,
It's that simple.
I need.
Now you see the words on the screen, so let's see if I can get it right there. See it says every, so when they say every, yeah,
Man, what?
every hour, I need. So the next key word is bless. Oh, bless me now, my soul. And it'll just play, just like a real
Oh my
person's
God,
playing.
bro.
I come to thee. Now you switch over to special. Let the church say yeah. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all don't want to have no church.
Oh my
Y'all don't want to have no church.
God.
Right here on the app. So the plus version. All right, let me clear this up. Let me clear this up for y'all.
Oh,
So Hoop Triggers, you're gonna see it on the App Store. It's $59. One time, you pay for one time $59. You get the 4 different collections. Hoop Triggers Plus, okay? It's the 14-day free trial, and then it's $24.99 a month, and you get access to all of the different collections that we add. Like I said, we started with 11 1 year ago. We've added up to now, we're up to like 46 now.
dude.
So we're going in, y'all. You never run out of content on this, y'all. And it's the possibilities
Man.
are endless, man. Hoop
Listen.
Triggers Plus.
We collabing ASAP. Cause this is, oh my God. Speaking of that, what can you give a shout out to? Cause I know you play, but I know you get other musicians. So who else you got? Like, who are the musicians on all of these?
Man, I do all. No, I'm just playing.
I do everything.
I do everything. No, I got to give my number one shout out to Jelani Jackson. Jelani Jackson.
Okay.
He is the person that keeps this thing going. Like, he's the backbone of. And I got to give another shout out on my other app for my loops, Canique Andrews. Those two
Okay.
helped me so much with the production and the content that you hear
Mhm.
on this app, on both the apps, all the
Mhm.
apps. And so yeah, Jelani, he's my right hand producer when it comes to triggers.
Okay.
Um, and so I just brought on Jeffrey Atkins. That's another one. He
Okay.
just started with us. And then you're gonna on a lot of these tracks, you're gonna hear Justin Raines on bass. You're gonna hear
Oh yeah.
Tim Mason on keys. You're gonna hear Ethan Writings on guitar.
Yeah.
Can't not let this day go by without saying Rick Watford because I mean
Man,
I wouldn't even
Rick.
be doing anything if it wasn't him.
Rick is yeah, man.
You're gonna hear Rick on here, Jabari Johnson. Like it's a
Jabari.
long list. It's a lot of people and singers, Jasmine Crumley, uh, JJ Evans, and just the best. Just think of the
Man.
best people, and that's who's on here. I
Man,
get the
that
best. I get
is.
the best.
Oh, got to. Nothing but the best, man. Dude. I
Yes,
I
sir.
don't I don't even man. What else you got for us, man? I mean,
I feel like I'm a. This is like the Apple showcase. You know.
yeah, yeah. Next, we're going. See,
Oh
I'm
gosh.
Hey, if I be a prophet, I'm telling you, man.
So
Um,
check it out. All right. So this is
Hold on,
one.
before you get there, let me tell
Okay.
everybody, for you, those of y'all just joining us, we are doing 3 giveaways. We're giving away a MLM hat, either MLM like this shirt, or I have another shirt, Musician Lives Matter. You can see it. We're also giving away $50 to Cash App, two. So three, you got 3 chances to win. To do it, to win though, you got to share this video, like both Musician Lives Matter and C-Dub, all his brands on
Yeah.
Facebook and Instagram, both of ours, and share this video. Leave your Cash App. We're gonna pick a winner at the end of this live, and we'll let you know who won. So yeah, man, y'all got some chance to. We're blessing y'all. You know, it's all about helping the
Hey,
people, the
that's what it's all
musician
about.
community, especially this time in this pandemic. You know, with the COVID and everything. Which yeah, let's take a pause for that. Let's how have you been, with everything, with has work slowed down, or are you well, you have the benefit of having a virtual, business, but like have
Yeah.
you but at the same time it's still, affected, your living, how you go out, I know your kids and stuff. So how have you been coping with this, as a
Man, I'm not even
musician
gonna lie.
and as a business owner?
I know a lot of people look at the stuff I do and be like, "Oh, C-Dubb, he all right, cause he got hoot triggers that this." Y'all don't understand. Before this happened, we had just booked a huge major session to record so much content with singers. I had it lined up. I had the singers lined up. It was crazy how one by one, everybody started calling in saying, "Hey, they just canceled all my shows," or "Hey, they just canceled this," or we was all trying to get our schedules together, right? To
Right,
see if
right.
everybody could make it. And at first it was like, no, we can't. And then it was like, yes, we can. But then I had to think, like, if this pandemic has happened, you can't just bring all these people in one room and record everybody. I know some people are
Right.
still doing it. I'm not gonna do it.
Right. No.
So I had
No.
to shut all of that down. I had to shut it all down and think different. If I were to go in my other room where I used to record vocals,
Right.
you would see I revamped the whole entire room because I know nobody's coming over. There
Right.
wasn't no point in me leaving my mics up. I
Right.
set up my tour setup in my room because I knew I wasn't going to record no vocals. So it definitely has affected just the production side of what I do very big. And I'm trying to
Right.
bounce back and figure out, okay, I got to get some singers that can record remotely because
Right.
it's only so long we're gonna keep going with nothing. No sessions. But on the flip side of that, of course, more people are downloading hoop triggers because a lot of churches need it. They're using live streaming and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, if you can't create the content, you got that.
Right.
You got to have that balance in there. So we're
Right.
working on that. As far as just personal though, I stay at home. Like I stay at home as much as I can. My kids stay at home. My
Right.
wife stays at home. I go out. I get groceries. We use Instacart if we can. We spray down everything when they come. It's really tiring. You get tired
Right.
of wearing a mask.
Right.
And then I don't even want to talk about the deaths that's going on around. It's y'all. This is
Right.
real. It's not fake. I mean, it's real. It is. And so,
Yeah.
when you can't even go see your parents
Right.
because they're scared of maybe you might have some, and they're older, and you don't know when you're gonna see them again. It's stressful.
Right.
But in all of this, I know God has it under control,
Oh yeah.
and we just have to pray. We have to really rethink what we're doing,
Right.
because you can't just say it's gonna be over and it's all going back to normal. No, you have to devise a new plan now. We have to
Right.
learn how to live with it right now.
Mm.
And
Right.
that's just the reality. Y'all can say whatever you want to say. It's the
No.
truth. You have to
Right.
learn how to live with it, and once it ends, then you have to learn how to live with that. So right
Right.
now, we're here, and
Right.
our family needs us. Your family needs you. I don't just be going out recklessly, around people and not worrying about it. No, I got to take care of my family. I got two
Right.
little kids. I
Right.
got a wife. So that's how it's impacted me.
Right.
And I try to help as much as I possibly can. Y'all
Right.
know I do Cash App giveaways. I started the COVID-19 musician support on my page,
Yeah.
where people can come and fill out an application, and their name is on a list for Cash Apps, and people can just donate to them. So
Right.
I'm trying to do what I can and keep afloat just like everybody else is.
Yeah,
That's just the
man.
truth, man.
Dude, man, yeah, that's a blessing. Man, it like you said, it's a lot. You really hit something which really resonates to why I had the vision for Musician Lives Matter when you said people look at you and be like, oh yeah, see he got the app and everything. Oh, he good. Like, and I think that's the common thing that us musicians, that the public, they look at us, they see us on stage,
Yeah.
they see us, whether it's at church or playing for an artist or on a record, and they be like, oh, they just did that, they just played that show, oh, they good, not knowing. And if I'm the only one, I'll speak for just the only one, but I've played gigs, been on stage, even with big artists, or there's thousands of people out there. But I get off that stage, I still didn't make enough money, and I gotta pay my light bill.
For real.
So I'm jamming, I'm in the moment, I'm moving. As soon as the music stops, I'm walking off the stage. Now this weight of, man, I still got to get $200 more, or I still gotta, what I'm saying? And it's like the public, they don't see that, because when
Yeah.
we're on stage, I wouldn't say our best self, but I guess our best portrayed self, to the world when we're in our element. And that's the stuff that, people don't see. So that's
No, they
why
don't.
I started this Musician Lives Matter, so that people can see the behind the scenes
Right.
of what really goes on, man. It's like,
Yeah.
and my main goal is to be in a position to help, to where we can eliminate that
Yeah.
stigma of the starving artist or the starving
Right.
musician. Like, I've always hated that since I
Yeah.
was, 13, 14, started hearing it. I was just like, that
Yeah. I
just
hate that
shouldn't,
too.
that shouldn't hit, like, that just shouldn't be,
Right. Yeah.
But
I'm gonna tell you
yeah.
another thing that people don't even think about, and I'm not gonna lie. God has blessed me to go through this, and I haven't had any lack. But one thing people don't think about is that the people that don't have any lack, they have people around them that are lacking, that you
Mhm.
can't help.
Mhm.
Like, you can't help everybody, and that's a burden sometimes. It's a burden sometimes when you have for yourself, but the close people around you don't. And
Mhm.
it's only so much you can do. It's
Right.
only so much you can give until there's literally nothing else you can do but just pray.
Right.
Like, that is a hard reality sometimes.
Right.
And I know people, if you're not in that predicament, you probably won't even understand it.
Right.
But there's only so much money you can give away.
Mhm.
There's only so much you can do for people until there's nothing left to do but just pray. I can't go to my parents' house and help them right now. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, if something were to happen to my mom or dad, I can't go.
Right.
I can't. It's like, not just them, but I got friends, I got family, I got musician friends that's been touring all their life, never knew a job, never worked a job, never even had a thought of getting a job, been touring
Right.
all their life, and it just stops.
Right.
Like, and so it's tough. It's tough for
Right.
even the people that do have. You can help people, yeah, but it's only so much you can do. So it's like we're all dealing with our own thing right now. Everybody's going through. I was telling my wife today. We see the news, we see the cases, we see the deaths, but in between all of that, there are some people going through some stuff, man. Like
They're
there are some
going
folks
through,
going through some
man.
stuff that we would never even know about during this time, and
Mm.
we just need to pray, man. That's really what it boils down to. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man, and just
yep.
lift up each other as far as the musician community, which I think in a whole, as a whole, has always been a tight knit group of people. But I
Hmm.
just think now if we can get even closer,
Yeah.
build those relationships, reach out. That's why I say, man, at the end of every show, and I'll say it now, find you, if you're not a musician, or even if you are a musician, find you another musician, encourage them,
Right. Yeah,
check
man.
on them, tell them you love them, him, her, whoever, ask them, hey, if they need something, even like you said, I mean, I think, especially as being in America, I know everybody's struggling, but
Hmm.
a simple $10, $20 gift sometimes
Yeah.
will go such a long way.
Yeah.
Cause again, I'm gonna speak for me. I've been, like I said, again, on these same trips, doing this, trying to juggle stuff, and then I don't have, I ain't got gas in my car. I drove to this gig. Now I got to figure out how
Man,
I
I
get
was just
back,
thinking
and
about that.
so you never know. You be like, hey, bro,
You need
you
the money
feeling in
from the
your
gig
heart,
just to get home.
right? Hey, man, here's $20. Especially now, gas is going down cheaper.
Hmm.
So $20 is kind of what it kind of used to be. Not when it was when I was in
Yeah.
high school though. I remember, I don't know if it was high school, but I can remember as low as 98 cents.
Yeah.
I don't know when that was, but still $20 helps out.
I remember when I saw 129, I was like, 129? That they got to be kidding. There's no way I'm paying 129 for gas.
Right.
Now I'm just sounding old now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we ain't gonna tell. But yeah,
Right.
man, cool. So yeah, man. So yeah, to everybody out there, like I said, reach out to somebody, be a blessing,
Yeah,
if
man.
you can. And I will tell you, also another thing, how we won't get into a big debate, but what has worked for me is being consistent with my tithe
Hmm.
at church, and giving my 10% back to the Lord, and He has always been making a way out of. I mean, literally, they say out of no way. What that means is I don't know how. Sometimes money will be deposited from something that I wasn't looking for,
Hmm.
or somebody would call me and say, "Hey, man, I got some money for you," or somebody buy some groceries, or uh, you know, I don't know, Netflix to say your bills been paid. Something, just stuff happens. And
Right.
it's just I can't explain it. It's just that you being so, like I said, I'm speaking for me. I don't know, where other people stand, but I can just tell you what's been working for me. So
Every time you give, you get, man. That's just point
every
blank.
time. Every
People don't
time.
understand. They see me giving and folks, man, I wish I could do that, man. They don't understand. I was doing it when I was giving my last. I was just doing it because I know that when you give, it's gonna come back, and the more you do it, the more it's gonna come back, and you just keep doing it, and it just keeps coming. It never stops. It just keeps happening. And
Right.
so you're right, man. Just y'all, you gotta give, especially in this day and time, man. You
Yeah.
just never know who you bless, and pay for somebody's groceries, pay
Yeah.
for somebody's gas, like just that. I got to tell you this. Let me tell you this real quick. And I'm gonna tell
Yeah,
you
man.
why it's important to do it, even when you think it's not a lot. A lot
Mm-hmm.
can help somebody, yeah, but a little may help somebody else, help somebody else, help somebody else. When I was just really getting into playing for churches, really,
Mm-hmm.
my minister of music, you all know him. I'm not even gonna call his name, but everybody in this room knows who he is.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, he would ask me, he's like, man, you good? I'd be like, bro, I'm good. He's like, man, are you really good? I was like, I'm not even gonna lie. You probably won't be able to reach me this week because my phone's
Mm-hmm.
about to get cut off. I'm just letting you know because I need to let you know that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And he'd be like, come here. And he just go to the side, pull out his checkbook, and just write me a check for $1,000. And that just blew me away. It wasn't even the fact that it paid all my bills. It was way more than what I needed. It was just the fact that he did it,
Right.
right? And I remember again, he would ask me 6 months later, "Hey man, you good?" I'd be like, "Bro, come here." Come out to his car, write me another check for $1,000. I'm like, okay. And I saw how blessed he was, and I said, man, if I ever am able to do that, I'm gonna do it. And now
Right.
because he did that, y'all see all these cash apps that I do, giveaways and stuff. That's why. because he did that. He implanted that in me a long time ago, and now I'm blessing people purely not because of what no pastor told me to do, not because of I'm just telling you, I'm keeping it real. It's not because I was pressured into doing it. I'm doing this purely because he did it for me back then. And I always said, if I'm ever able to do it, I'm going to do it for somebody else. So when you pay for that, somebody's groceries, that $20 or that $10, just the fact that you did it is going to bless so many other people down the line that you'll never know about. But just the fact that you did it, that motion set something in place. So I'm just letting y'all know that.
Yeah, man.
That's why I do what I do.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you speaking, man. You preaching, man. Dude, I love this, man. It's a cool deal, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so let's go on, man.
All right.
Yeah, my guy brought this up. Drew, he said scale junkie is help. Can you go over that?
All right, yeah. So
Yeah.
this is the app I actually created while during this pandemic. Yeah, because it came out in like May. And I did it because I know a lot of us are practicing. We should be.
Should
Definitely,
be.
If
If y'all come out this pandemic
Man.
and y'all ain't better,
I mean,
Listen.
that's your thing, but don't be coming to me talking about c-dubb, how you do this, c-dubb, how you play this, how you play. No, you had all this time to practice. Now is the time to ask
Google,
that.
Google, not Google,
Right.
c-dubb.
So I created this app because I know that practicing scales, number one, is like the building blocks of any musical instrument. You have to practice your scales. If you want to be clean on your instrument, you want to learn how to play your instrument correctly, you got to practice your scales. But it is boring, and we all know that. And I don't care what you say, after about 10 minutes of practicing one scale at 60 BPM, you're going to fall asleep. So I created this app so that you can do it actually to music. So let me show you what happens. So I created it to where when you practice your scales, you're actually practicing to music. So it's not boring. So it sounds like you're playing a song. All right. So in this one, you got your count off. It's going up the major scale. So this is like half notes, right? And it's just real simple. It's real smooth. Play along with it. If you want to, you can drop the music out.
Oh yeah.
All right. So then you can take it, a little bit faster. Now it's going.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Right.
Hey.
So you're playing along with it instead of just to a metronome. Want to go to the next level? Take it up. Eighth note. Justin Raines, Doc.
Who that's on guitar?
Ethan Riding.
That's Ethan, yeah. Ethan.
Yep.
I hear you, boy.
Then you have a song rhythm.
Man, let me hold on. No.
And so you can switch between these sections as you want. Break it back down. Right? Change keys. All that good stuff. So, Scale Junkie, y'all. It's on the App Store. It's
Bro,
on
did that
Google
hold
Play.
on? Did that just fade out?
Yeah, Doc.
Man,
Out, bro.
come on. You think of everything, guy.
It's on the App Store.
Oh my.
Google Play,
God.
and guess what? It is free. It ain't no free trial. Ain't no free 30 days. It's free. All you literally
Free.
have to do is go download it.
Free,
right?
y'all.
Free.
Who don't like free 99?
Free. I know people. I get people that email me and say, "Man, can you add this scale on it? Man, just make it 99 cents. I pay for it." I'll be like, "Dude, it's free.
It's
You don't have to ask me to add. You don't have to tell me to charge you. I'm telling you, y'all, it's free.
Oh man.
It's really free.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, man.
Bruh.
Scale Junkie.
I mean, yeah, man. I do feel like I'm at a what is it? WEDC, the
WWDC.
WWDC, bro. Like, yeah, man.
More is coming, man. That's all I can tell you. I mean, I wish
Can
I
you
could
give
tell
us?
y'all.
Can you tell us something? Can you give us? Come on, man. Give us a
Oh
little.
man. Oh
It ain't that many people on here. You come on.
man.
They
It
ain't gonna
don't
tell.
take,
We ain't gonna tell
it don't
nobody.
take but one. There's some
We ain't
top
gonna
secret
tell
stuff,
nobody.
man. Let's see.
Oh
What can I tell
man.
you? I mean, I can tell. No, can't tell you that. All I can say is that there is a very dope feature coming to the Loops app that is going to be so dope that it's going to be so dope. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I just can't tell you what it is.
Man, come on.
We
All
got
right.
we got some people out there that's
More
yeah.
dopeness is coming,
More
y'all.
dopeness is coming.
More dopeness is coming.
If you thought
Dude.
you was gonna unsubscribe at any point, you're gonna be so sad when you do.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
man. Well, listen, man. If you ain't got nothing, can we get the people some a hoop trigger? They've been asking, man. They want to hear some hoop triggers
What they-
again,
oh,
real
okay.
quick.
Let's
Just
see.
some different.
Yeah.
Just go through. But can you go through I guess the hoop triggers plus part where you go through the worship set and like those different. You got a country one on there too.
Yeah, I got a whole lot of stuff on here, man.
Just kind of go through some of those real
So
quick.
this is a praise medley, right? This is like congregational songs, and I did this with Jabari Johnson. It's more like a guitar bass, but like yeah.
In the army of the Lord. In the army.
I'm a soldier.
In the army of the Lord.
I'm a soldier. So you can change to the next song at any point. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
Since I lay
Real country, y'all.
Since I lay my burden
I'm not down about it.
I'm not down upon the way.
Walking
In the light.
hoping in.
Holiness is right. I'm not down upon the way.
We got victory in my
Today is mine. I told Satan, left me behind. Today is mine.
Four more.
Living, he loved me. Dying, he saved me. Buried, he carried my sin far away. Rising, he
Now,
justified.
you can break this down, right?
You
can break it down.
He's coming back.
Check it out.
Glorious day. Living, he loved me. Dying, he saved me.
Take the music out.
Buried, he carried my sin far away. Rising, he justified. Freed me forever. One day he's coming back. Glorious day.
Send it on down. Send it on down.
Boy, let your Holy Ghost come on down.
Oh my God. Jabari, man.
Boy, let your Holy
Yeah.
Ghost come on down. Yes, power,
All that good stuff.
working power. Oh, yes, there's power, wonder-working power in the precious
Take it to number 8.
blood.
Praise him.
Praise him,
I say praise
come
him.
on, praise him,
Praise him.
praise him.
Get up.
Get on your feet and praise the Lord.
And once again, we can fade.
Man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So we got stuff like that. We got stuff. Ooh, man, we got a lot of stuff. Let's see. Let me
That's
play
it right there, man.
We got altar call stuff. We got hymns, shout stuff. Even got stuff with lead vocals in it, y'all.
Why don't you get on up and praise him? Get on up and praise him. Oh, stand up and praise him.
The one and only Jasmine
Oh,
Crummy.
get on up and praise him. Oh, I don't know what you come to do, but I came to praise the Lord.
I got a feeling. What y'all know about that?
Gonna be all right.
Everything's gonna be alright. I got a feeling it's gonna be alright.
Gotta put the vibe in it.
Alright, it's gonna be alright. I believe it's gonna be, 'cause he told me.
Yeah.
Alright, we've been made till the battle is over. You can shout right now, shout right now, shout right now, shout right now.
That's it.
That everything.
Now,
Bruh.
once you go out of all of that, you know,
Yeah.
you got your, you know, I put this collection in here strictly just for, well, you know, let me just play it.
Yeah.
You know, I wish I had 2 or 3 people. All that good stuff. You know who that is, Ethan.
Yeah.
All day, all day.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah. So all the different transitions from different songs. Yeah, the list just goes.
And then
So
we can
much
break
stuff.
it down since for those of you that have been
Right.
in hard times,
You know what?
just come down to the altar and commit your life to Christ as
All of that.
he has committed to you. He says that he gave his only begotten son
All of that, man.
so that you could have everlasting life.
You know,
if
if
you
you wanna go-
only
You gonna take it there.
believe.
I don't know if you saw this one. Did you see the prayer room collection?
I saw it. I hadn't listened to it yet.
All right, so now y'all, some of y'all think I'm crazy for this, but I'm telling you, it's needed, and with us all being quarantined and some people not being able to go to church, and we doing this live stream church service stuff.
Right.
Sometimes it just gets a little dry, right?
Yeah.
So I've actually,
Somebody just said it. Play the prayer room.
that's my dad actually.
Oh, I
so I
popped
have-
you in the spirit.
So somebody is praying, right? And it's serious. Like I know, you know, it's recorded, but while somebody is praying, check this out. Check this out. Right? So you hear the people in the background praying with you. Now this is a real studio recording of a real prayer session. This is not fake. This is not nobody playing around. This is real, right? And so
I can fit. No lie. When you played that, because I'm sensitive to the spirit, I legit felt,
it's real, man.
you know, that presence when you just played that. So when you said that was an actual, yeah.
Yeah, man. And so the concept is while you're praying, as your prayer gets intense, guess what? They do too. So if you're praying and you lift your voice, guess what? They lift their voice too. So as you're praying to God and we're talking to God and we're rebuking Satan for what he's trying to do, what he thinks he's gonna do, you have people agreeing with you. And as you take it up, they come up with you. And it's real. It's real. It's real. It's not fake. It's real. And people are using this in their live streams. And I like it when you just cut the music. You just cut the music
Man.
and you pray. Because we know what Satan's trying to do. We know that his goal is to separate us right now. He don't want us to have this what's happening right now. And so God put it in me to create this to where if you're in your own time, you can pray and have people praying with you. And so with music or without music, to bring it back in. We ain't showboating no chords, you know. We ain't showboating no calling out numbers. It's just what it is. Called the Crown Room Collection. Yep. And so, even as you come back down, the voices can come back down with you all the way down to a whisper, just like we just did right there. And so, a lot of churches are using this, even with the prayer sessions that they're having online, because it enables them to really connect better with their audience. And you got to think, even for
I still hear your music though. We still in here work. Somebody lift your hands in this place tonight. Somebody lift your hands in this Facebook Live tonight. Give him all the worship, all the glory, all the honor. Man, y'all, this is powerful, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is yoke breaking music, and I mean, he just love what C-Dub's doing and just the vision that he has. And my whole goal for this and all my lives and all my guests is to be a blessing to y'all. And this right here, man. Goodness gracious. Well, since we in the prayer room, I pray now, Lord God, everybody that's on this live, that you bless abundantly, even through this pandemic. This coronavirus will have no effect on them and their life and their family. And I rebuke every stronghold, every demonic activity. I rebuke everything that may come against their household.
Amen.
And I pray that you have peace, the peace that passes all understanding, in your mind and your spirit. Those of you that have lost loved ones, I pray that your heart be filled with joy. Trade joy for sorrow in this hard time that you may be facing. And everyone that's hearing this sound of my voice and that's in this live, not just be a blessing and be blessed, but you be a blessing to somebody else.
Amen.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
You back in here.
I got my backup over here. I don't know how it sounds, but I got it.
Hey, you in here, man.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's the prayer room collection.
Worship just hit the live. Yes, it did.
Man, I did this. I was not intending on doing this the other day on my live. I was trying to show a different collection, but I just decided I'm gonna go ahead and show this. And man, if anybody was in there, somebody here was in there, but the Spirit took over, and literally I could not stop this. I had to just let it play. I don't even know how long. I ended up getting on the organ and playing with it. It was nobody wanted to leave. And so this is effective, y'all. And, you know, this is not a joke. This is not playing. I know, you see my advertisements on Facebook and you see the people and they comment and they say their things. But I know it works. And the people that use it know that it works. And it's that it's effective and that it's of God. This didn't just this wasn't a pandemic creation. This was here before all of the COVID-19 and all that was here. And so if you need it, it's on the App Store. It's a free 14-day trial. After that, it's only $24.99 a month. And so, yeah, App Store and Google Play.
Man, what is there? I mean, I'll even help somebody. Is there a way to make a version, just a prayer room free version for people that just want that one, for like maybe like some praying grandmothers or something and get in their closet? Or, I mean, I ain't trying. I know you want to be. I ain't trying to take your blessings away.
Right, right.
But
No, no. I mean, you never know. I mean, you just
that
never know.
was
You
that was
just never know.
powerful, man. Like for real. As soon as you played it, I was like, "Yo, this got some power behind it."
Yeah, man.
Like for real.
It's not.
Yeah.
It was not a joke at all, man.
Mm.
So I remember. I remember when we recorded it. It was crazy, man. I wish, man. I wish I could have actually caught it on video, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was. It was real. It was real.
Dude,
Yep.
that is wild, man. Oh man, I didn't mean to click on that. What? Let's see. I'm gonna go back to favorite screen. Just playlist where you can go to song. Scroll to find when you go on that. So have all your apps and Jordan, bro.
Now you do know there is a way to. I mean, I can just show you. Well, I think I can. I got this mic in my hand.
Let me
But
read
you
out
can-
what he's saying. Hold on. I wish plus to be able to create a playlist. You can add favorites, but only thing wrong. Your tab already done. Oh, okay. You gonna show him how to
It
get
doesn't
that
go back
going?
to your favorites. Doesn't go back to your favorite. It goes back to the main screen. Okay, I'll check on that myself. And matter of fact, the best thing to do for that, because I don't want you to get lost in all these Cash App comments
Right.
that's on here. But actually, if anybody has any ideas or suggestions or any issues or anything, you can always email us, or actually you can go right in the app and email us from within the app. So tap on app info. I'm sorry, tap on help triggers. It's right here.
Help triggers. Yeah, man.
Help triggers is it's gonna be right there in the corner. You just tap on that and send us whatever message that you want, and we see it, and that's where we take all our suggestions. So what you were saying, I'm definitely gonna check in it. I think I understand what you're saying, but I'm gonna go back and read it. But I appreciate it. Any feedback, y'all. This is new stuff, and so and it's in a new time now.
Right.
So it's like anything that you could think of that could be a help, let us know, and we'll try our best to make it happen. That's just all it is to it. Yep.
Yeah, man. Dude, man, there's so much more, man. I promised I was going to keep it down to an hour, man. We hitting that mark. I definitely going to have you back.
Yeah.
My goal is to have for like all my guests for 2 months, and then have them all come back, because I think I can get like 10 people on here at a time.
Yeah.
And then like just have everybody come back so we can be like the Brady Bunch.
Right.
And everybody just say something and put some more. But even with that, we'll have another. We definitely gonna get you back once those other apps come out.
Man, I'm trying to tell y'all.
All the other stuff. So real quick,
I wish I could tell you, man, but I can't.
man, listen, I do too. Are you, or do you think you will be hiring anybody for your, to work at Apple? I mean, C-Dub. The gospel Apple.
You know what? I can't ever say never, because even in the last probably 2 or 3 months, I have hired 2 people, and it just really depends on the need at the time. It's kind of sporadic, so I don't ever really put out posts like that, but I'm always open to musicians playing on the triggers, basically like that, like it's just studio work. You can't have too big of a pool of musicians to use when you need a lot of production done. And so if anybody wants to submit any of their work, or if you play an instrument and you want to be considered to do some loops or play triggers or anything like that, send me an email at the c-dubb@gmail.com. Don't just say I want to play. Like that ain't gonna work. I'm already gonna tell you. I'm just gonna be flat out honest. If you do not have a link in that email showing you playing something or something that you produce, there's a good possibility you won't get a response.
You gonna be left on red.
Yeah, I mean, because there's just no excuse right now. Everybody
Right.
should have a link to the work,
Right.
and so yeah, submit that, and you just never know. Honestly, you just never know.
Yeah, man. Well, I will be submitting my link.
Okay.
Telling you, but yeah, so man, dude, thank you so much for coming on, man, sharing everything with us. Yeah, man, glad to have you on. Glad happy for you. Proud of what you're doing, man, for yourself and for the community. Is as
Appreciate
you
it,
can
man.
see, everybody in here. I mean, we're real grateful and appreciative of what you're doing. It's it's helping us out. It's helping a lot of people out, and to see that there's more, coming out. And yeah, man, I see you. I see you having your own kind of facility one day too.
Man, that would be nice.
That-
It would be nice. I'm not even gonna lie, but just trying to take it one step at a time.
Yeah, man. No, it's coming, man. So yeah, I mean, you can't help. I mean, because I think even though there's a great response now, I think you're kind of ahead of your time. As far as like people are, because there's a lot of people that still like not don't know about it.
Yeah,
It's
I know
still.
they be talking about me bad.
Y'all
Y'all don't know, man.
No, listen, no, bro. Listen,
They still go in
listen,
like yesterday, probably today.
Listen.
I haven't checked today,
listen.
but they was going in, bro.
If you once the whole world catches it, then I
Yeah.
mean, it's just gonna be. So
It's
it's
always
only a
gonna be
matter of
those
time.
people. It's always gonna be people that's not gonna like what you're doing. Most of them they mad because they didn't do it. I've even had a few people even literally email me and say I was mad because I didn't do it. I didn't do it first or something.
Right,
So I don't
right.
hold it against the folks. I just
Right.
sometimes I respond to them, sometimes I don't. I just be doing it for fun because I know no matter what I do, there's always gonna be somebody that's gonna talk negative about it. So same for y'all out there, y'all. I mean, man, they talk bad about. I've even seen some preachers that talked bad about hoop triggers that now posting saying, "Man, I never thought I'd be using this."
Mhm.
So I mean,
Yeah.
everybody got their opinion, and Facebook,
Right.
at least Facebook make everybody think they do, and so
Well, even with that, just tell them, and which I understand. Just because I'm all about. We're all about live band sound. I don't think you created it to replace or
No.
fire musicians. It's
No.
nothing. It's a supplement.
yeah, I mean,
Completely. Like it fills in the gaps where you're lacking. And so
there are tons of musicians that use this app, and I always tell musicians if you're worried about this app replacing you, then that means there's something you're not doing because there's no way a real musician, a good pastor, a good church is going to replace a real good musician with an app. You can't do that. You just can't. The only reason they're going to try to replace anybody is because somebody's not doing what they're supposed to do. And so now, I know people don't like to talk about that part, but it's the truth. And so, and if a church would replace you with an app, if it was me, I'd be trying to find another church anyway, because there's something ain't right about that. It's just something is not right about that. So,
or or you not if that happens, you may not be as good as you thought you were.
see, I didn't want to say that, but
I'll say it.
But,
I
that's
mean,
not-
because there does come a point in time where you gotta you just gotta be accountable for your stuff. Now, me and my band, and when we're in practice, we straight just brothers. Like, hey man, that wasn't right.
right,
Like,
everybody don't get that. Yeah,
we held it, and with the artist too, especially if we're playing for the artist I play for, like he's on me,
Yeah.
because I'm playing main keys, so I got
Right.
there. He's like, man, so best believe if I hear a sour note, I'm like, hey.
yeah. But we need that,
But
though.
we keep each other,
Yeah.
accountable and stuff. But that, iron sharpens iron, and
Yeah, but I can guarantee you 100% this app was not created to replace any musician, and you can't make somebody do what you can't make somebody use technology for what it was created for.
right.
Where 99% of the people use it for what there's always that 1% that's just thinking something crazy. I didn't tell no comedians to take this app and make jokes out of it. They just did it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't create it for that. They
hey.
just did it. I don't create it. I didn't create it for a social media, punchline. What
Right.
I'm saying? But people use it for that. Hey,
Listen, if they use it.
Steve Harvey. I didn't tell him to be preaching, to be playing while my dad was preaching when he was on the show.
Right.
But he did it. It was his
Yeah.
show.
Speaking of that, how was that? How was that meeting and
gosh.
being on the Steve Harvey show, man?
Man, I'll tell you one thing. First off, I gotta give it to y'all, the fans, the followers, because y'all made it happen. because I posted one day a video of hoop triggers, and I asked everybody to tag Steve Harvey. Tag Steve Harvey, y'all tag him, and they did, and they saw it, and they called me to be on the show. It was the most surreal thing to me because I've never ever thought. First of all, I've been on talk shows with artists. Well, I say that I've been on a talk show with an artist before, and
Yeah.
but never would I ever thought. I remember when we was setting up, we was doing sound check. You know, it was all about the artist. You know, but this was weird because this time their focus was me.
Right.
Like they were building a set for me. I'm like, this is just weird. I never thought I would be on a show where the producers and all the stage people and everything are trying to come up with a way to make my segment something. Like it was just crazy, man. It was the most amazing thing, and to have my dad there and my mom and my wife, can't nobody take it away from me.
Dude, that's
Ever.
yeah, man.
Can't nobody take it away. Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
I'll forever thank God for that, man. Like that was
Yeah,
was it.
man.
Last
But
forever.
see, what the Bible said he will put you before kings, you know, and literally a king of comedy. I mean,
And what's so crazy, man, I wish I would have thought to tell Steve this when I saw him.
yeah,
But he did that video about leaping.
right.
Y'all ever seen that where he's talking about you got to leap, you got to take that leap?
You just gotta jump. Yeah,
It was because of that video, because people don't know Hoop Triggers sat in the App Store unreleased for 6 months before I released it. I was scared to release it. It was because of
Wow.
that video that inspired me to just do it. You know, because I was scared of what people was going to say. I was scared, you know, it wasn't going to work or people going to laugh or I didn't know what was going to happen. And I wish I could have, you know, before we started the show, I was sitting there with Steve and he was asking me some questions. It was just surreal just sitting here talking to him like off camera. And my mind just didn't process the fact that I'm literally here
yeah.
because of a video you did that made me want to move, you know. So you just never know, man. You just never
Man,
know.
y'all tag Steve Harvey, man. Tell him, hey, C-Dub here, you know,
Yeah,
he
man.
one of his biggest influence to, you know, to leap, man. Take that jump. Man, that's crazy, man. That's
you never
wild.
know who you influence, man. You just
Never know, man. Well, you definitely, man, then encouraged me to, you know, leap and do some stuff. And actually, even with this show, you know, a lot of people know I work close with my bro Warren, the Yank man, Yank Nation. So I've been behind the scenes a lot doing, you know, with his stuff and his shows, and I've had ideas to do stuff like this, and you know, just talk show, have my production company. And same as you, man, I just been like, man, I got to get the right camera. I got to get the right stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what if people ain't going to tune in? And so I just said, you know what? Just let me do it, man. You know,
Yeah,
like
this is
I
the
reached
time.
out. Right. I reached out to you on Instagram. Had Mike Burrell on last week. And so now, man, it's just like I'm in it now. You know, we in deep. Got Jan Hunter on next week.
Dope.
Supposedly talking to Rex Hardy, and it's just like
Keep going, man.
it's happening, you know, like my vision and
Just glad to be in the number.
bruh, no man, I'm glad you in the number, man, you know. So
Yeah, man.
it's yeah, man. So again, man, thank you for being on the show. Dude, like a lot of people already tuned in. Everybody is sharing it. I mean, like I said, you've been a great help to the musician community, and not just the gospel community. You know, I like, you know, that your work is transcending over, you know, to, you know, some of the secular sides, helping them as well. You too, you know, and but we all know at the end of the day, ultimately, you know, God gets the glory out of it all. So. But yeah, man. So any last words, any, you know, thoughts? Tell us how we can reach you, all your social media, and all of that.
Yeah, so c-dubb world. Man, he put me on the big screen. My camera bad. But anyway, c-dubb world, that's where I'm at on Instagram, even YouTube. I just started a new YouTube page featuring all the Hoop Triggers videos that I've put out and all that kind of stuff called c-dubb Universe. So if you just go on there right now, type in c-dubb Universe on YouTube and follow my page. I have literally no subscribers right now. I just started. So if you want to be like the first 100 subscribers, this is your chance. c-dubb Universe. And so, yeah, you can follow me there. I got a like page on Facebook just called c-dubb. And please, y'all, download the apps. Tell people about the apps. And just continue to support. I appreciate your support. I would not be here. I'm not crazy. I'm not going to sit here and act like y'all didn't help me get to where I am. So I appreciate your support. I appreciate every share, every like, every comment. Every time you've told somebody about what I'm doing, I appreciate it. I really, really do. I really, really do appreciate it. And I just want to let you know that if it's something that you've been waiting on to do, something you've been holding back to do, something you've been thinking about, something you've been scared to do, something, a business, it could be a book, it could be an app, it could be a album, a single, anything, y'all. This is the time to do it. Don't wait any longer. Do it now. Stop being scared. Stop worrying about what people think. Just do it, y'all. I'm telling you, just do it. That's all I can say. Just do it.
Yeah, man. Nike, man. Just do it.
Just do it.
All right, man. I appreciate you, bro. We'll catch up, man. So, of those of y'all, if you hadn't already, share this video. Follow both Musician Lives Matter, c-dubb on Facebook and Instagram. We are giving away a shirt, a hat, and where is he at? He's over here. $50 Cash App to not 3 people, not each. Just,
Right, just
so
one.
one shirt to one person, one hat to one person, one $50 Cash App to somebody. So leave your Cash App, share this live, follow us on all social media, and we're going to pick a winner, and we will announce it tomorrow. So thank you again, c-dubb, for being on, man.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, we'll do this
Appreciate you
again
having
real
me.
soon. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man.
All right.
Peace.
Peace out.
Yeah, man. So listen, I coined it, the gospel Steve Jobs, Carlton Whitfield, aka better known as c-dubb from the c-dubb brand. So y'all follow him. Make sure y'all go download the apps. Loops by c-dubb, Hoop Triggers. Did I say it right? Yeah, with a hoop trigger, not whoop triggers. It's hoop triggers and what is it? The chords, the practice app. You see it. Just type in c-dubb in the app store. You see it all. You see it all. So yeah, man. Like, subscribe. Listen, I got another special guest next week, Jan Hunter Jr. He's in the building. He's gonna be with us next week, so y'all don't want to miss that. Yeah, man. Y'all know him from Berkeley. Man, he's an awesome producer. He's done a bunch of stuff. I mean, just awesome young man. He's got a great YouTube channel now that he's showing us mixing tutorials, how to get that those fat drum sounds. He's doing production tutorials about making your productions more full, picking sounds, all this stuff. So yeah, that's Jan Hunter Jr. on next week, and then yeah, we got some more special guests coming up. So y'all make sure y'all share, subscribe, like, and yeah, just stay up. Hey, and let me know who y'all want to see on the show. I'll reach out to them, see if they want to come on, and we'll do it, and we'll go from there. So again, love y'all. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Musician lives matter. Find your musician. Give them some love. Tell them you love them. Check on them, man. Hey, we out here. We all in the same struggle together. Don't matter where you live, what your status is. We all musicians. We got to stick together. So find your musician. Give them a hug. If you're married to one, go love on them. Tell them that, you love them. You're thinking about them. And you're going to help them get through this. So, peace out. One love.